Hello listeners, welcome back to our channel. If you're just joining us, don't forget to subscribe to this channel so you can get trending notifications on current news and happenings. If you're not just joining us, then you're already a subscriber. Welcome back to this channel. On today's episode, we're going to be going through the life and through the struggle and battle between Nnamdi Kanu and Asari Dokubo. What's happening with these people? Once in a while they come online and they banter words and they fight among themselves. But what exactly is the issue between these two people? One thing they have in common is that they are head of ethnic groups in Nigeria. Ethnic groups now are what's trending, as every ethnic group wants to be heard and therefore creates its own association or its own powerful body. And before you know, they are asking for separation from the government. In the bustling heat of Nigeria's political landscape, the tension between these two people have continued to heighten. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, had once captivated millions of supporters with his calls for an independent Biafra. But his arrest in 2021 sparked a nationwide outcry and division. Yet amidst this strife, one outspoken critic has emerged in the person of Asari Dokubo, the fiery leader of the Niger Delta People's Volunteer Force, NDPVF, a group known for its militant advocacy for the rights of the Niger Delta people. Just like IPOB fights for the Igbo people, this NDPVF fights for the Niger Delta people, mostly for their security. The animosity between Dokubo and Nnamdi Kanu had simmered and continued for years, but it was a recent set of comments from Dokubo that ignited the political firestorm. Now, during an interview with a local news outlet, Dokubo openly labeled Nnamdi Kanu as a criminal. And accused him of manipulating the youths of the southeast for his own personal gain. According to his guy, he said anyone who supports Nnamdi Kanu is supporting a criminal. His voice was firm, he no even shake, no form of hiding at all. He said Kanu doesn't care about Biafra. He cares only about himself and his pockets. He uses the innocent blood of the people to advance his own selfish agenda. This thing that Dokubo said on the internet, calling Nnamdi Kanu a criminal, it sparked up a lot of reactions from netizens. The reaction was immediate and intense. Now, definitely, there were going to be two parts. The supporters of Kanu, many of whom are members of IPOB, definitely, and they rallied behind their leader, calling Dokubo's accusation nothing more than a calculated attempt to discredit the Biafran cause. The insults and counter-insults between these two men went very viral, spilling into social media where both sides took to spreading their version of the truth. Now, what is the truth? Who would one actually side without being biased in this situation? For Kanu supporters, the remarks from Dokubo only served to paint a target on his back, accusing him of aligning with Nigerian government in an effort to suppress the Biafran independence movement. They said Dokubo is working with Nigerian government so that IPOB will not become a reality. But to many in the Niger Delta, Dokubo's criticism struck a chord. In their eyes, Kanu had gone too far in his pursuit of Biafran secession, disregarding the broader issue of unity and development within Nigeria. Dokubo's supporters argued that the cries of Biafra had in many years ignored the struggle of other marginalized regions, saying, now only Igbo people in Nigeria. Why is Kanu dragging the issue so much? Now, the Niger Delta people said this IPOB is just a derogation and a dereliction from the broader picture that Nnamdi Kanu is actually supposed to be fighting for the greater good of the people and not just for the Igbo people alone. For many people, this clash between the two leaders was symbolic of the broader struggles within the country. They said regional leaders are vying for recognition resources, and a seat at the table. Many people and many analysts have seen this fight between Dokubo and between Nnamdi Kanu as not just ethnic struggle, but something that affects the whole country. They see it that this struggle may start small now, but is just showing what will happen in the future. As the drama continued to unfold, it became clear that both Kanu and Dokubo were not simply leaders of movements, but also they were symbols of the larger unrest within the country. For Kanu, the fight for Biafra was and still remains a mission he would not abandon, no matter the cost. And for Dokubo, on the other hand, the battle is about survival, the survival of his people and their future, which to him would only be secure through unity and not through division. The situation grew more intense when reports surfaced that the Nigerian government was watching closely, ready to capitalize on the fracture between two of its most formidable foes. Now, people are just waiting, and Nigerians are looking. How will this quarrel end? It's not as though these people are fighting for the wrong things. They are fighting for their people. Although Dokubo said Kanu is fighting for his own pockets, and Kanu has not replied that statement. But netizens and his own supporters has come out to say not on Dokubo's life should he ever call Nnamdi Kanu a criminal, because Nnamdi Kanu is sincerely fighting for the people. In the meantime, as the two leaders continue their public war of words, ordinary Nigerians from all corners of the country looked on with a mix of hope, fear, and uncertainty, unsure of what the future held for a nation already so fractured. The story of Nnamdi Kanu and Asari Dokubo was perhaps only the beginning of an even more complex and turbulent chapter in Nigerian history. Will these people come to terms? Will these people understand that it is not about them, but about Nigeria as a whole? If you want more updates, or if you want more analysis on this news or anything trendy, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and become a follower.